Welcome back to the channel, and in this one we're going to be reacting to a video that is titled When Pro Fighters Finally Fight Back. So I'm assuming this is going to be when people test these fighters in the street or in situations outside of their usual training environment, and we can see them demonstrate their training in real life. I'm assuming this is going to be a pretty entertaining video, so that's why I wanted to react to it for a video. First of all, if you are one of these people that are wondering how to get your kicks higher and how to improve your flexibility, but you maybe don't have much space or any equipment to work with, then that is why I have designed my 12-week flexibility program. Follow my structured flexibility routines, the exact ones that I did. So if you follow it correctly, you will achieve the same results that I did. Consistency is key with flexibility, and this is why this program is perfect for you. It gives you structure and it gives you something to follow. So go ahead to the first link in the description of this video if you are interested. Okay, first of all, shout out to Fighting Net for the video. It's the YouTube channel that the video is posted on. Okay, let's get into it.
Many people want to challenge pro fighters, but what happens when they actually fight back?
I've seen that clip of John Jones before. And I've also seen that clip of Mike Tyson before.
Mike, come on.
Here are some of the most interesting cases, starting with this UFC fighter that was training soldiers in Afghanistan and got challenged by one of them. He gave him a warning, but it was already too late.
When someone says, hit me as hard as you want to get hit, you know that you're in for a rough spar. Yeah, this guy, this was a bad mistake to challenge someone like that. Down he goes. Yeah, I feel like if someone says something like that, it clearly tells you that they are going to be fighting to your ability level, and to have the ability to do that, they're probably quite good.
They all got really silent after this. It wasn't as satisfying as this guy's beatdown, who was out the night before, harassing this professional fighter
for a few
without
drinks,
knowing
got a
what he
bit
got
cocky and
himself
decided
into.
to challenge what looks like a kickboxer or a Muay Thai fighter. He's got those shin pads on. Okay. There's one left hook there. Two left hooks and he's down. That's see, that's the reality of fighting. It's not always a very evenly matched long fight. Sometimes, well, most of the time, it's just a one-hit fight.
You know who I am?
You know who I am?
Do you know who the fuck I am?
Cocky guys always get what they deserve in the end, and honestly,
that's pretty embarrassing,
this boxer who was running around
is that Charlie
real
Zelenoff guy?
Finally had the
I've seen
step into a fighter's
this.
gym.
I think I've seen this clip before. Isn't that the guy that was running around like bullying people, like beating them up? And then this guy
put their gloves
in the ring opposite him,
he immediately realized the huge mistake he had made at that moment.
Yeah. I mean, what I heard was that this Charlie Zelenoff guy apparently was like going around just punching people. You know,
even hitting you
unconsensually. And obviously he's getting absolutely pieced up in this boxing match here. Apparently this guy that he's fighting is young as well. I think he's like 16 or 17.
30 seconds, 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
No running out, no running out.
Oh, then he gets out the ring. See, that's what I mean. When people who think they're really good at fighting then step in the ring with a real fighter, they instantly realise and they instantly don't want to do it anymore. So like, they pick on people weaker than them, but as soon as they get someone that's more skilled, which is obviously not the true heart of a fighter, he's still getting beaten out of the ring.
I hit you and stuff.
He thought that getting out of the ring would save him from the ass whooping, but the pro fighter really showed him zero empathy.
Yeah, don't.
Well, he even kicked him there. Didn't know kickboxing rules were allowed. There's no shin guards. Oh, yeah, this doesn't look like kickboxing anymore.
All right.
This is like full-on anger beatdown. I mean, from what I've seen of that Charlie Zelenoff guy, I guess it's quite satisfying to see, but obviously I don't know the full story of it. I don't know what actually led to this.
Leave him. Let him go.
Tapped him out as well. This guy maybe does MMA.
Let him go.
Choking him out.
Males often think that they can beat pro women fighters, and while it is true in some cases, it doesn't apply when the average Joe has perhaps the greatest woman martial artist to cross him.
Okay, let's see. See if this guy can do any kind of damage. Oh no, there you go. That's the thing, like, even although she is like, regarded as the GOAT by many people, like, even if she is a woman, there's someone that highly trained, there's no point trying to fight him. Yeah, I mean, not much you can do in that situation, really.
He got absolutely humiliated for thinking he could keep up with a UFC fighter's skills. Exactly the same thing that happened to this UFC fan that thought it was a good idea
trouble
to
when Sean
challenge
Strickland is around.
to a spar.
You don't, rule number one of just life is don't challenge Sean Strickland to a spar, because that man does not know what a light spar is. If you hit him with any kind of shot that's like any more than 0.2% power, he will unleash absolutely everything onto you. Which is probably what's going to happen here. I haven't seen this clip, but I'm assuming he's already laughing at him. So I don't know whether this guy actually challenged him in a nice way, or whether he's actually about to get his... Yeah, this looks like he's about to get beaten up. See, that's what I mean. Sean Strickland has no off button, or he has no volume switch, you know. It's either 100% or nothing. Yeah, there he goes, down he goes.
Sean was literally showing him no mercy.
Yeah,
until
Sean
he
never shows
finally
anyone
gave up.
mercy. Oh, yeah, just give up, bro. Just give up after that, there's no point. At least he gives him a fist bump.
Walking into fighting gyms is not something new, and this is exactly the case in this video of a street fighter thinking that seeing
Okay,
red
we've got
will
a street fighter
translate
thinking he
into
can take on
knocking
a trained fighter. I can already tell which one the street fighter is. Alright, let's go. He's obviously not throwing anything right now, which is, you know, standard as you would expect, not what they would expect. Because they come in here thinking, not in here, but yeah, dearie me, that was brutal. But they'll go into gyms thinking that because they've had a few fights on the street, they instantly know how to, you know, fight when they've had no training. I'm trying to say, when you're trained, you are attending classes that specifically teach you how to fight. When you're fighting on the street, you don't have any classes. No one's telling you what to do. You're just guessing. And then for some reason they come into gyms like this thinking that they can beat up people who dedicate their time to learning how to fight, rather than just getting in little scraps on the street. I mean, he's going for it. Like, you don't do that. Why would you do that to Floyd Mayweather? Idiot. Like, you know what's going to happen. Even if he is like an older man, you know what's going to happen if you start coming there swinging like that. And also, even if Charlie Zelenov did beat up Floyd Mayweather, he's then going to get beaten up by all of their bodyguards. So I don't know what was going through his head here, to be honest. And obviously Charlie's got age on his side here, but I'm sure. Oh, see that looked like a bit of a sucker punch. Yeah, see now how everyone's running in. That's the thing. You can't. What was he going to gain out of doing that? Of jumping in the ring here, and then, you know, his mate, who was that jumped in? I don't know, but one of his mates jumped in and beat him up. So that's always what was going to happen.
This young YouTuber who was playing video games all day wanted to feel what it was like getting punched in the face, and for that reason,
I've seen this.
he walked into Mayweather's gym and challenged his 10 best fighters to a fight.
I've seen the clip where he sparred Floyd Mayweather and Mayweather was absolutely walking all over him, but still here. Oh, see, Jarvis is doing a bit better here than in the clip I saw against Mayweather, but obviously still getting a bit pieced up.
Wow.
Keep shooting.
So, see, it's a different game when you get in there with like professional fighters or fighters that have been around it all their lives. Yeah.
Although he was getting battered, credit to him for not giving up.
Yeah, you got to respect him for getting in there and giving it a go, because not many people would do that. Not many people would do that at all. Yeah, you got to give respect to him. Respect where respect is due. Just obviously, you know, not much competition there. Getting pieced up. Come on, throw something back. He's getting some nice dodges in there, but he is also getting pieced up at the same time. There's no competition. There's levels to it, but you've got to give him respect. Fair play for hopping in there, because I would be very hesitant to hop in there with boxers like that, so fair play to him for doing that. So that is the end of the video there. When pro fighters finally fight back, that's the thing. The moral of the story is just don't challenge pro fighters, not with bad intentions anyway, because you're always going to come out worse off. These people have dedicated their life to it. It's the only thing they think about, the only thing they do. And when someone dedicates so much time and focus onto one thing, they're obviously going to be extremely good at it. And the fight game is no joke. So people like Charlie Zelenov, whatever his name is, coming in to challenge all these people. I mean, he seemed like he was okay. He just had a bit of a wild fight style, but he did also just get pieced up twice in that video. Fighting on the street is very different to fighting in the ring against a trained fighter. Didn't get to see the Mike Tyson clip though that we saw at the start, where Mike Tyson was, you know, beating up that guy on the plane. That went viral for a while after that happened. I remember seeing that on Instagram. I was thinking, no way has Mike Tyson got in a street fight, leaning over the back of the chair, pummeling some kid. I think he was like annoying him, but you know, it's Mike Tyson. You never know what you're going to get with him. So, but yeah, thank you for watching. Let me know other videos that you'd like me to react to, and also first link in the description of this video if you are interested in getting your head height kicks. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.